Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial with the September Rose Brew Palette. So if you have not seen this palette yet, you need to check it out because it is amazing. And September Rose is a cruelty-free vegan black-owned brand out of the UK, and they have this palette. They also have the Slush palette, and then they do have a Slush too. It was out of stock when I ordered these, but I'm definitely going to pick it up when it comes back in stock. And they just released some lip products, so I haven't checked those out yet. So I'm going to do a quick tutorial with the Brew Palette. I already have all my face done. I just need to put on my eyeshadow and lipstick. I just used this in my last Get Ready With Me video, so I'll link that below. And before we get into it, if you like cruelty-free makeup and want to see more videos like this, then definitely hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos. Starting off with the KVD Shake Primer, shaking it real good. If you've watched my other videos, you know I struggle with this, but when it works, it's my favorite. I let that dry for a minute, and then I think I have been focusing on this palette in different quads. So I did like these four in a look, and then these four in my last Get Ready With Me, and then I think I'm going to use these four today. It's also going to fit in with my Halloween series, so I'm doing a series for 21 days on my Instagram with Halloween-ish looks, and I'm using stuff that I already have instead of buying like new props and special makeup and stuff. So I'm going to start with the shade Classic Chai, and I'm going to take, actually I'm going to use this mirror. This palette actually has a pretty good mirror. So I'm going to take that and put that up on the crease right there. So I'm going to use this shade on most of the upper lid area. Alright, now that that's done, we're looking a little scary, so I'm going to take this Cold Brew shade right here on a flat brush and put that on most of the inner part. So since this primer is kind of fresh and I didn't put anything else over top of it, I'm not going to cut the crease, but you can if you want. And these shimmers in this palette, especially with this primer, are just fantastic. Like, look at that. That is crazy. And I want to stop about there. And I'm going to take that same brush that I just used for that orangey shade and just kind of go in between there. And get rid of that harsh line of this shimmer. Alright, so now I'm going to take this shading brush from Real Techniques. It's a short and flat kind of blending brush. I normally use this for my lower lash line, but I'm going to use the shade P-U-E-R. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it's a kind of tea apparently. So I'm going to take that dark brown, and then I'm going to kind of just finish out this part right here where it's blank. Just going to draw a wing type shape and then bring it back up toward the shimmer. And don't worry if that's messy right now, because I think I'm going to try to go back in and clean it up with concealer. When I do my eye makeup, I think this part up here looks too, like I put too much there, but with my eye shape and how large like this area is in proportion to my actual lid, I think it works better if I put the shadow higher up. But if you have less space up here than I do, then I think you can get away with making that a little bit smaller. Or even putting like two different colors there. It's just hard to tell how far to go with hooded lids, you know. So I'm going to use the concealer that I used today, the Uma Stay Woke concealer. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. This flat brush that's kind of supposed to be for eyeliner. This is the one from the e.l.f. J Kissa collection. It is J6. And then I'm going to take just a tiny little bit on this brush and clean up the edge of this. I'm just going to make a little stamping motion at first, because I think if you drag it, it moves the pigment underneath, so you just want to cover it up. And then I just kind of blend it downwards easily. And then I'll let that set for a minute, go to the other eye, and then once that's set, then you go with your face powder and powder over top of it. You know, that's cleaned up. That looks a lot better than it did. And you can use any concealer that you want for that step, but I just use the same one that I used because each concealer is a little bit of a different color. So if you use the same one that you used for your under eyes, then it's going to be the same color, you know. I'm going to take that same brush that I just used for that dark brown that I can't pronounce, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of that and then go under my lower lash line, just out to about the middle. Can you see how that's not as intense as up here? Because of that, I didn't put that primer underneath of my, like on my, you know, under eyes. That primer really is no joke. And then I'm going to wipe off that brush and then take this shade Almond. That one, am I pointing at it? Yes. And put that in the rest of the lower lash line. Alright, so I think that's it for this palette. And I want to do something on the inner corner. I'm not sure what yet. Okay, so I'm going to take this e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick. This is the shade Perfect Pearl. And I'm going to put that in the inner corners. This palette doesn't have a really light shimmer. It has the white shadow, but I don't think that's quite enough for what I'm going for. Here is the eye look all done. You could add liner if you wanted to, but I think the brown right there kind of, you don't really need the liner, you know? I don't use liner all the time anyways, but I think this gives a nicer effect than trying to get your liner even. What kind of lipstick do we want? I think obviously something warm toned. Maybe this one from e.l.f. I don't know what this is called. I'll put it on the screen, but this is the shade Blushing Brown. I think this is maybe their matte lipstick. Could be wrong. I wouldn't consider this matte. It's definitely creamy. If I could apply it straight, then we'd be good to go. Here is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think. So I'll be posting this picture today on Instagram, so go check that out. I'm doing 21 days of makeup for Halloween-ish, and this one's not like, doesn't have to be Halloween, it could be even after Halloween, but go follow along with that and follow and like my posts, and remember to save them, because apparently Instagram likes if you save a post more than if you like it. So anyways, let me know if you want to see any more looks with the September Rose Brew Palette. I'll definitely do another one probably with this last quad right here. And click up here to watch my most recent video, or click up here to watch my review of the KVD Shake Primer. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss seeing my face in your subscription box every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. And the links to these products as well as my social media and my blog will be in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the comments. Bye.